I just love to create. I love to inspire. You saw scalpers have been getting into giant brawls over the new AP Swatch drops. Lessons in Internet Culture has a great video on it. What is an AP Swatch drop? Is this like a drug testing kit? What is this? Looks like one of those children's toys that you teach them the sound that animals make. What? I don't understand. Oh, these are like those are watches, aren't they? Oh my god. What the fuck? I thought these were I thought this was like a mixer. Oh my god. What? Those are fucking watches for ants. And people are fighting over them? Yes, it's an AP watch. You said it was lessons in internet culture?
A collaboration between the cheap and cheerful watch company Swatch and revered luxury brand Audemars Piguet has led to rioting on the streets. Before the collab dropped, collectors and resellers lined up for up to a week prior.
This literally looks like they're charging Nickelodeon Studios right now.
And resellers lined up for up to a week prior, hoping to be first in line to pay for these little
How do you, what? That had to be a typo. You can't line up a week prior. What are they doing? Just farting, shitting, pissing out here for a week? There's no way. That can't be right. There's no way. No, they literally did. They spawn camped. I don't believe that. Maybe they like come and go over the course of a week, but there's no way they actually camped out there for a week. Nuh-uh. I don't see any kind of tint or survival supplies. Let me look this up myself. Brother, if Pokemon scalpers do what they would. Even Pokemon scalpers and all of their brain-dead degeneracy don't camp out for a week. They camp out for a night. They spend like 9 hours in freezing cold temperatures. But here is an article from Business Insider saying that they actually waited for days. No. I don't want to create an account. Just let me read it. No. Oh, you dirty bastard. Load it over here. Watch fans turn a busy Times Square sidewalk into a campsite for Swatch's drop. I found lines of foldable chairs with line sitters having lunch and chatting. Spoke to 6 people who spent days waiting outside the Swatch store for the chance to own the first AP. They were all excited to see a luxury brand come together with an accessible label. I just don't understand. So they have to be going somewhere to like use the bathroom, get food, shower. Well, no, they probably don't shower, but like the rest. Everybody was freaking out about the collab, so I decided I'd come and try my luck here. Learned there was a mutual respect among the 70 or so people in line. Once you've claimed a spot and spent some hours in your seat, you're in. The honor system of keeping out line cutters and helping your new peers hold down their spots now falls on you too. God, they're like gladiators. They're actual warriors. That's a strong brotherhood right there. Some of them worked in groups, taking 10-hour shifts to allow each other time to step out of line. Okay, there we go. See, that's what I needed to know. Like I said, there was no way they could just stay there for a fucking week. Shifts make sense. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You're still an actual idiot for doing it, but that's the only way it'd even be possible. Okay. See, now that checks out much more logically. He doesn't wait in line for new drops often these days, but he used to when he was a shoe reseller. Unlike those who could take turns going home for showers or naps, Hostler has been relying on his surroundings and the new connections he's made. More for the experience for me. Camping out and meeting some new people, it's been fun. That sounds fun, camping out on the street, meeting other resellers. Yeehaw. That's the kind of company I like to keep too. Cool. And let's see the brawls.
A week prior, hoping to be first in line to pay for these little colourful pocket watches. Resellers were even selling places in line for over $1,000, so it's clear that these little timekeeping devices were hyped up to a ridiculous degree. When they finally dropped, there were literal riots and fights on the street as people desperately tried to get their hands on stock. Honestly, the display of greed was a little bit pathetic here, so much so that this issue has made the mainstream news cycle. This is because AP is considered a high-status, ultra-luxury brand, and Swatch has suddenly made their products accessible to the masses. When something like this becomes—
But I didn't even read the caption. You think I'm gonna let a Swatch wearer say we have the same watch? From benefits of motion? What a loser. That's so cool. Damn, that goes hard, man. That's true. You're definitely above them. You're right, man.
When something like this becomes available, then those who care most about status but don't have the funds to actually buy a real AP watch are going to pay as much as they can to get it. As a result, there's also rumblings that AP—
When I'm genuinely telling the Huz my Swatch AP is a Royal Oak ceramic-coated skeleton AP that costs— I think this is significantly nerdier than just talking about anime or video games, by the way. That costs $100K, then some luxury watch collector enthusiast tries to say something about $300. That's cool, man. I'm sure that goes hard.
He might have ruined its luxury reputation by intertwining it with Swatch. However, there's counter-criticisms that the angry people are mad because they care more about looking rich than actually being rich, rather than just having a cool piece they can enjoy. Watches, just like cars, are for some people like dick measuring content.
Resellers, when they realize they genuinely camped a week for a McDonald's Cross AP Happy Meal watch. Actually, fair though, I literally didn't know these were watches when I just saw the thumbnail. I've never heard of Swatch, I don't know AP. I thought this was like some kind of like Neato-style toy craze. So that's fair. I could definitely get behind that one. It's a McDonald's Happy Meal watch. I agree.
Tests, and sometimes it's just better not to play the game, or you can bankrupt yourself trying to look cool. Personally, I've been into watches for a few years, and my favorite is the Seiko Alpinist, but despite enjoying the hobby, it's a tough sell to pay loads of money for a watch when you could use it for a house deposit or tons of cool clothes instead. However, the world is a diverse place with many people who do not think this—
That has to be done as like a joke. That's fucking hype, actually. That's good advice. Banger.
Same way as me, and there's a clear market for those who will jump at the chance to part with their money just because a brand name is slapped onto an item. It's an issue faced by the greater luxury market right now. Some people try really, really hard to impress others they don't even know, and honestly, 99% of the time it's not going to work. Of course, if you like the Royal Pop watch, then please go ahead and pick one up. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but do be aware of the marketing and hype around this thing.
I think you should only get one if you're willing to fight for it. You have to earn it. You have to bleed for the AP Swatch. If you're not willing to shed blood and tears over it, you're not worthy to wear it on your wrist. That's what I think. That's what I've learned.
In short, it's just insane that people would get to the stage where that—
Swatch had to clarify that the AP Swatch Royal Pop collection is not a limited edition after people were fighting and causing chaos outside their stores. Hey, banger. Wait, so it wasn't just a limited time drop? Kudos, I love that. That instantly butt fucks all the scalpers. That's great news. That's fantastic.
fight over buying one of these little colourful pocket watches, especially when it's public knowledge that it's not a limited edition release, and they'll be available again very soon. See you next time on Lessons in Internet Culture.
I love that. Wait, that was quite the twist. Somehow the brand ended up being the good guy here. Hey, idiots! You fucking morons caving in each other's skulls over this. You know it's not limited, right? You know we're doing more of this, right? Just making sure you guys know that. Jesse Cotton in your feed, W Pool. Oh yeah, I've been watching a lot of Jesse Cotton recently. I'm looking for some new kind of rogue tier decks. He's got some wacky brews. I've been looking to try and make a viable ninja deck, and he has one from like a couple months ago. The Steam machine. I might. I haven't fully decided yet. I need to see more from it. Worse than Pokemon Scalpers, Jesus Christ. Okay, I completely disagree. This is pathetic, fighting over something that's not even limited. But I think Pokemon Scalpers are much worse. They are literally beating each other up, killing each other over Pokemon product, and that is genuinely made for children. Like, the target demographic is children. That's who they make it for. So it's infinitely more pathetic than this. At the very least, I understand why people get into watches. I get it. Watches are very cool pieces, some of them, for sure. I don't really like the pocket watch here. That's not my cup of tea. But I'm not really a watch guy either. They're not even fancy watches, they're made of plastic. I mean, again, to bring it back here, I think this one's really very accurate. They do look like Happy Meals toys. 1000% they do. This shit looks like the Pretty Patties. I also like how he comes out here with a glove on. To give the illusion of luxury. Please, drones, please! We need you to spend this money in here, please! Can't you see I'm wearing a glove? It's very high dollar! By the way, there's still people probably lining up every day to see if they're restocked. Probably. I don't doubt it. People loitering at our Winco to raid the Pokemon vending machine when it's restocked at like 3 a.m. Well, yeah, I know. Well, I know all that. I was talking about the watches, though. I bet there's people still lining up for restocks here. Plastic and cardboard stocks up. Yeah. It has never been a better time to dump like inventory you couldn't move for 2 decades, like Nidos and mystery glitter dumplings and shit like that. Those companies have had those stored in warehouses for fucking eons, not knowing how to ever get rid of it. And then TikTok comes along and makes it easy. Slap bracelet resurgence incoming. Ooh, that's a strong prediction. The slap bracelet, I could definitely see that popping right now. You put that in a mystery box, they're going crazy. I got the rare gold face slap bracelet. Pog's gonna go hard. A Pog's resurgence, also very possible. Again, that has that good, easy element of sliding gotcha to it, yeah. OKC Spurs going to overtime. Mighty Bean resurgence. Hey, if Mighty Beans do have a big come up here and the scalpers start going crazy for it and driving the price up, I'm in such a good spot. I just got out my old bag of Mighty Beans like 4 days ago because I'm rearranging some stuff. Bro, I got Mighty Beans out the wazoo. I got the rare beans. Rarest bean check. I have one of the OG Mighty Moose beans, I think. Almost positive I got a Mighty Moose. I didn't go through each one of them, but I'm pretty sure I have an OG Mighty Moose bean. Any tech decks? I didn't keep any of my tech deck dudes. At least not that I've been able to find. I think I gave those away a long time ago. Still use your Banish deck. That's still my main deck, yep. Make sure to smash that like button. Thumbs up, ring the bell, tell your mom I said hi.